Hey everyone, welcome to the video. This is episode 5 of building Dantooine. So in this episode, there probably won't be a time lapse. This will be one of the very few episodes without time lapses, since that's what I think makes a update kind of good. Normally the best part, but there still was some pretty good progress. Probably not as much as other updates, but what you see in front of me is not all. I'm going to do stuff. I am recording this pretty early in the day, and I'm actually gonna record it all in one day instead of recording it like over the weekish like I normally do. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the progress that I have made. Okay, it might not look like so far I've gotten a lot done. Like I said, this isn't gonna be all progress for the video, but here we have the mountain, and you can probably tell it's built up quite a bit more than before, maybe like a third or half more. Before it was about here, and here it was kind of a weird shape. It went like that, so that's like almost half right there. But what I really did most of that time was putting in a ton more filler brick. I'm gonna take you off here. I have added a lot more filler. You can see all those weird colored bricks on the side. And if you're wondering why I have them exposed like that, is because I don't know if I clarified this in the first video, but you might have already guessed that I'm gonna do the thingy with like the black bricks and then tiles on top because I think it looks nice. So this doesn't really matter since it will all be covered by black bricks when it's done. But that's why I have to have a 1 gap here, and that's kind of why I need 1x plates to go along here, since I don't really have any except for 1x2s, but I don't want to sacrifice those for that. But you can see a lot more filler brick was put in, but it's very, very sturdy. Like, this is not going to come down. It's very thick and heavy. But another thing I did in this update was something I should have done at the very beginning, but I didn't for some reason. But luckily the way I had done the filler brick, it was pretty easy to do this, and that is going to be making all the base plates modular, which I was already doing, except I just had them connected with like 1x2 or whatever. But now I have actually gone back and started to add in some of the Technic bricks and pins, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I mean by that. Okay, here's what I mean. You can see here I have removed one of the base plates. This base plate is unfinished, obviously, but if I go ahead and take up 2 of these plates, you might not even notice that they weren't there, but whatever. You can see I have added in the Technic bricks, and that is all along these ones. I'm pretty sure I added a few more to some of these base plates, but I still need to add them to the rest of the base plates. But you can see now they can just stick together, and they are stuck together sturdily, but they can still come apart when needed to. And I'll just put the plates on top, and you'll never know. But I do have a lot more of these 1x4 Technic bricks. I was digging up some of those, but I'm going to go ahead and show you that wasn't really in the initial plans. I kind of forgot it, but I still wanted to do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. Okay, this might surprise you, but here we have a modified UWing. This I didn't actually have in my original plans over here that I showed in episode 1. See, no UWing on there, but I did actually want to do it. I kind of just forgot about it. But we can see I spent a couple of hours modifying this. Not only did I change up colors, it's not like identical to where every plate went. It's kind of just freehand coloring back there. But I know it should be in regular blue and not dark blue, like, find a piece here, okay, like this Technic pin color blue, but I didn't really have the blue pieces that I need, and I actually like it better in dark blue, even though it's less accurate. I just like the look of it in dark blue. So whatever, and the Rebels, they have all sorts of colors. But I also did the modification, you've probably seen this from Alternative Bricks. You know who that is. He has a great UWing modification of how to make it not as bulky at the bottom and stuff, so now it's a lot sleeker. But where I want to put this is on the second mountain, not this mountain. I feel like this one's a little small for it, so I'm going to put it on this one, which will be a ton bigger once I build that. But that is cool to get this done. It's kind of just because I had nothing else to do. I know I have the mountain slopes to, you know, finish the mountain, but I actually need to build another mock for a collab that we haven't announced yet, and I needed mountain slopes for it, but I didn't want to have to just use the mountain slopes I already have on this and then have to buy more. It's just smarter to, you know, not buy the mountain slopes and then just use the ones I have. And then since the collab hasn't been announced and the episodes aren't coming for a little bit, we are I'm just gonna take pictures of my mock like on my camera and then, you know, destroy it, so that way I will still have my mock to upload, except I would have already gotten to use the pieces. But yeah, you can see the mountain there. It looks a little small on camera, but trust me, it's a lot bigger in real life. You can see custom clone there next to it. It's huge. But the second one will be bigger. This one is, I think it's around a foot. I'm not sure though, but maybe I'll measure later. You can see I've started filler brick over there. But something that I might be having in the updates that I'm about to have now is going to be going on Bricklink and like adding items to a wanted list or do whatever. And you can see like how now I buy my parts and jeez. But I'm gonna go ahead, get my laptop and show you a wanted list that I had made for the mock. Okay everybody, so I'm now on Bricklink. You can see I pulled up my laptop here, but I am now on Bricklink, and this is a wanted list I made a couple of days ago. You can see it has some very nice pieces here. It's, I believe, 8. Here I want to get 400 dark brown 1x2s to, you know, not have the mock be so plain and just reddish brown. That should be very nice, and once I get these pieces, I want to hopefully get these pieces by the end of the month, and then I can, you know, do a ton of stuff through the mock. But dark brown 1x4 tiles, that's to make it not as rough, the mock, because I want to add a lot of tiles and not make it so rough. But next up we have dark orange leaf pieces. I want 20 of those, and that is to go with these dark red ones, and I want 60 of them, so that way it can make some nice looking trees and not just have those pine trees. Even though I like those, I think that I need more of a variety to go in there. But next up we have the tops of the mushrooms. If you can see, let me grab one here. Okay, here I did just get one of the mushroom tops. They're somewhat expensive, but they look very good once you, make it into a mushroom. You can see, maybe, but I just took that off of some sets. But I want to get like 40 of those, and I will also need the cones to go under it, so that way it actually looks like a mushroom. I also want to get a couple, well, not a couple, 120 of these olive green plant, like grass pieces, like these, but in olive green, obviously. They're somewhat expensive, but it's a very nice color. And then I want to get like 10 of these like 3-leaf plants, because I have like 2 of them. They're actually insanely expensive, but here I have in my cart, actually, I have found some stores with the pieces that I wanted. You can see it's only 2 orders, and it's gonna cost around $100, so it's a bit more than I thought, but that is okay, and I think I could probably save up the money by the end of the month. But here you can see the dark brown tiles, olive green, the plants. I only got 50 of them because I realized they didn't need as much, and then I kind of cut down on the mushrooms. Like I got 8 less, but that's okay. And then hopefully they didn't sell, but I know that's happened. I haven't actually seen if it has sold yet. I know that can happen where you like put stuff in your cart and then it still sells. Go ahead. Don't know why that's not opening, but wait for it right here. And at least does it go? Yeah. Okay, and here we have 300 of the dark brown 1x2 plates. I got 100 less, but I think it will still be enough for the mock since I got more tiles than I was originally planning on. But that's gonna be like, you know, $25. You can see $25 with shipping, so the other one was like 80, so it's gonna be like $100 for all those very nice pieces. But I think it is definitely worth it. It adds a lot of, you know, aspect to the mock, and it's got a lot of very nice colors that I want to add to the mock. But I'm pretty sure that's it for this episode. Sorry that it was kind of boring and I didn't really do much building. It was more computer stuff and just like modifying sets. But the next episode will have a very large time lapse because I will hopefully finish my mock for the collab, destroy it, get all the mountain slopes, build the mountain. But the next mock will have a pretty nice time lapse. Well, not the next mock. The next episode will have a pretty nice time lapse. But again, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.